Now it's Wednesday, the 25th of March, and I want to just check in this morning. It might be another day where I do two videos. I don't know. Hang in there, people. We're in for a long haul. Here in Nebraska, we're doing pretty good. Although when I woke up and heard, just like they say, the way that the virus spreads, it just pops. You know, one day it's 4, the next it's 8:32. So it's still spreading. And so we really need to pay attention to this idea of stopping the spread. It will be our demise. It will. It will. With that in mind, the coronavirus is affecting everything, of course, but it's also affecting the world of music and entertainment. Manu Dibango from Africa. Sol Makossa, I don't have it. He passed away. He was in his 80s, but it was due to coronavirus. Manu Dibango was a large figure in music, and he had to fight for a long time. I think he finally got paid because from his Sol Makossa, that Mama Say Mama Sa Mama Kusa that Michael Jackson and other folks have used, he tried to get paid for that, and I think he fought long and hard. I think he finally got some money. But I never bought any Manu Dibango records. That wasn't what I was looking for. It was like, in many ways, so close to home. It was like, yeah, this is party music. That's not what I'm looking for. Some other people who have died recently, and I can't keep up because there's so many, Rest in peace, Kenny Rogers, He's always been cool with me. Do I have a Kenny Rogers album? Yeah, The Ballad of Calico. It's in the closet, though. And when the first edition came out with that hit, Just Dropped In, I loved it. Of course, it's Kenny Rogers trying to be a professional, finding a way in. I'll play this, I'll play that. What do I do? Make me a star. But he was just so obviously talented and cool that I think he deserved it, I dug him. Someone else that just passed away, and I knew it, but I didn't mention it because there's so much is on my mind. Gabi Delgado from the band Deutsch-Amerikanische Freundschaft. He was a singer. I think he was Spanish. And I just have their first single, Gewalt and Kebab with Drum. This is my favorite thing by them. I really like this. But I also have the very first album, which is really wild and primitive. And I don't see Gabi's name on here. That doesn't mean he's not on here. You can't tell, though. It's mostly instrumental and just really primitive and really just draws you in. It's like you can imagine these people in this room where it's being recorded live, and they've just kind of lost themselves in the sound. I love that. I love that. Deutsch-Amerikanische Freundschaft. Catherine Ribeiro has not died, but she had a stroke. The French singer, it was being reported that she had passed yesterday, and then it was retracted. She's in her 70s. I hope she'll be with us for a little while longer. But the unfortunate surprise death yesterday was Bill Rieflin, who was a great drummer. First became aware of him through the band Ministry, but he apparently had a band before that called the Blackouts. I never had any of their records. But Bill Rieflin, as well as being in Ministry, King Crimson, for a while he was in REM, played with 9 Inch Nails. He's done a lot of studio work. Really good drummer. I got to see him with Ministry. Really good drummer. He also plays drums on these Ruby releases. Leslie Rankin. Silverfish was her band before this. I really like this. Saltpeter from the 90s. Bill's on drums on this. And then this EP from the album, which I like as much as the album. The remix is Stroking the Full Length. This is really good. And Bill's drumming has a lot to do with the feel of these records. Really good drummer. A disappointment I'll share is that I didn't get to meet him. I didn't know he was in town. but my friend Orenda Fink from the band Azure Ray. Bill Riflin plays drums on her album Blue Dream. Now, Orenda and I are friends, but we're not like people that hang out all the time. You know, I'd go long periods without seeing her. So I didn't know when she was working on her album that Bill was in town recording with her. Man, I wish I had known. Would love to have met him, because he was in King Crimson. I've met several members of King Crimson. And when he was with Ministry, I met Martin Atkins, the other drummer, and KMFDM. I met members of them that night. But I didn't get to meet Bill. It was an amazing show. Ministry with Skinny Puppy guests singing. They were playing behind in the cage, behind the fence, or whatever you call it. Yeah, I'm going to look into making sure I'm getting my vitamins, my vocabulary. It's like I'm forgetting words, and I understand that you can, I can improve that, even at my age. It kind of bugs me sometimes. I'll be searching for words like palindrome. Thank you. That's what the name of my album is. It's a palindrome, 02020. But Bill Riflin also played drums and keyboards for King Crimson. This is a live 10-inch EP that he's on. Uncertain Times. How's that for a timely title? And these goofy paintings. Real life. Rest in peace, Bill. And the other thing I'll say is there's more folks that I can't think of now who have passed. Unfortunately, because of this, look at this light. Unfortunately, because of the virus, we're going to be losing a lot more people, and famous and loved people. We just found out that Prince Charles has the virus. Having the virus doesn't mean that you're going to die. A lot of people survive, and recover. But we have to get on top of this. We really need to stop the spread. I understand that now. I really, really understand the importance for stopping the spread. That's the thing we need, is to stop the spread. Stay home if you can, people. I know that society has to go on, and bills have to be paid, and all these things have to go on. They do have to go on. But those of us that can stay home for the sake of everyone, please, isolate for a time. It's a matter of time. We can beat it. We can beat this. I'm still smiling.